Here's an amazing miracle that I share about in my book, How to Be Healed and Stay Healed, where I write about the miracle and also some lessons that we can learn from it and how to receive healing ourselves. So watch this video and expect a miracle for yourself too. Okay, so here we are in Wrexham in North Wales, and something amazing happened last night, didn't it? So I wanted to find out what happened. So now I started by telling the story of Terry Fingers, of where glass came out of his body, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I said, who here has glass in their body? And you came up.
I did.
And tell me what the problem was.
I had glass in my middle finger for about 26 years.
Wow.
But the reason why I came up really was because I wanted a healing in my hand, which I'd had a cat bite 4.5 months ago.
So a cat had bitten you 4.5 months ago, and what had that caused?
Cat scratch disease, cellulitis, and I could have had my arm amputated.
So it's pretty serious.
Very
So
serious.
how long were you in hospital with that for?
11 days.
So you were in hospital 11 days, and they did an operation, I believe.
They operated, they said there was an abscess under the skin as well.
So it was quite a long operation, wasn't it, for that?
And cellulitis, and allergic to antibiotics.
Wow. So you had quite a few problems with it. And so what was, when you first came up, it looked like you couldn't move your arm.
I couldn't move my
So show me what it looked like before.
It looked like a claw.
So it was like that, you couldn't move it.
Yeah.
And you said it was numb?
Numb. I had no feeling in my fingers at all, so everything felt exactly the same if I touched. If it was hot or cold or sandpaper or smooth, everything felt exactly the same.
Wow.
I've not been able to hold a cup or write my name for 4.5 months.
And what do you normally do for a job?
I cook.
You're a cook in a Christian cafe.
Yeah.
And so were you able to work with your hand?
Since the close, the 19th of December for Christmas, I hadn't been working since then.
Wow, so you've not been able to work because of your problem with your hand. Okay, so, and then I said, who would like to come and do a miracle, didn't I? Now, your son last night, how old is he?
4.
He's 4 years old. And I believe that since he knew about this weekend, he was quite keen.
Yeah.
What was he saying in the week?
Well, we've been talking to the children about miracles and healing and why we were going to church at the weekend. And a couple of times, not lots, but a couple of times during the week he'd said, I want to see a miracle, I want to see a miracle.
Wow.
And so he was quite expectant, wanting to see a miracle.
So last night, when I said, who wants to do a miracle, your 4-year-old son, JJ, came forward with his dad, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And he came and he put his hand on your hand, and he just said a very brief prayer. He just said something like, Jesus, make it better, or
make it better,
something.
I can't even remember.
And he's not usually very bold. He won't.
But he came out in front of a lot of people to do that. Down the microphone, he did it. And then what happened to you?
I started to feel the glass move first.
So you take the glass on your finger. So what did it feel like? Just like something was moving?
It just felt like something was wriggling, like a twitchy nerve, if you like.
Wow.
So if you've ever had a twitchy nerve, that was the start. And then I kept feeling, to see if I could feel anything. And then I noticed that I could actually feel my other hand touching my then bad hand. And I started to move it about to do things that I couldn't do before. And it's fine.
So you couldn't do that?
No.
And you were straightening it?
Yeah.
No problem.
I saw
you picked up a glass?
Yeah.
That you couldn't do before. And so now the bit of glass that was stuck in your finger for 26 years, completely different thing.
Yeah.
And then we looked at that, didn't we? And what had happened to the glass?
It's gone. It's completely gone.
It was
It's
just
only a
you
little
could
scar.
feel it under the skin, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But then now
There's nothing there, just a tiny scar.
it just completely disappeared.
It's amazing.
So, and what have you been doing today? Because this is last night you got healed. What's happened today?
I have actually been to work.
Wow.
I've lifted the shutters up for the first time.
Wow.
And I've actually cooked breakfast today.
Wow.
And I've spoken to sick people.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you just saying then that the scar, it's quite a long scar
It was, yeah.
from the operation.
It was right across from there to there, but I couldn't do that, and I can do that now.
Wow.
Without any.
And what's happened to the scar? How big is it now?
I don't know, it's not very big, is it?
It's just gone right down. It was right across there, wasn't it?
It's sort of shriveling.
It's just disappearing.
I didn't like it. It looked ugly. Oh God can heal that.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm scared.
That's amazing.
I had gold dust in my hands when I got home last night.
Oh, did you?
In between my fingers. That there's no way that it could have been there before, and I was trying to do this because I thought, where's it come from?
Yeah.
And then it was all over my clothes. And then I've gone to work this morning, and it was actually on a customer's table as I was talking to her about Jesus.
Wow. Wow. That's the glory, Jesus. He's good, isn't he?
I'm so cool.